in Singapore at B-Sides 2024. And with me today, I'm very pleased and very privileged to have Ionut Butari from Bitdefender, all the way from Romania, to share with us on the latest developments when it comes to a cyber threat known as stream jacking. So thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Yes. So stream jacking, I think a lot of audience would have heard of like carjacking, cryptojacking. It's all sorts of hijacking exercises, taking over owners' property or assets to conduct their own malicious campaign.
Sure.
So stream jacking is taking over a video, I suppose, a video channel.
Sure. So stream jacking really is formed like from two words. The first one is stream, and the second one, as you had, is jacking, or hijacking. So that means basically stealing a YouTube channel in order to use the live streams or just live streaming process in order to distribute scams and so on.
So distribute scams. So the motivations here is really financial, isn't it?
Totally, yeah. I'd say that at least the cases that we looked over, so basically the crypto scam live streams are totally financially motivated.
Yes, you mentioned as well that there are different groups of threat actors who are specializing in different stages of this scamming process. So there's a group of threat actors that specialize in stealing the credentials to take over the YouTube account. There are scammers who specialize in creating fake videos to post on these taken over YouTube accounts. So there's quite a different sort of groups of threat actors.
Yeah. It's just like I'd say a Tetris game or any block building game. So these threat actors might just overlap or help each other in order to basically thrive together. I guess that's a correct word for this scenario. But not only threat actors and do this. So as I've said in the B-Sides presentation, pretty much anyone can just buy the templates or the domains that can distribute these kind of scams.
So I guess at this point, you will be quite useful to our audience to sort of take them through how this kind of scam works. So from the first stage is obviously the threat actor will take over, the scammer will take over a YouTube channel. How would they go about doing that?
Got it. So I'd say that the most common way of just getting access to the accounts of YouTubers is by actually infecting them with malware. So there goes info stealers that basically just steal the session tokens that you use to log into YouTube, and basically the hackers just have direct access to your accounts. But other ways could be like phishing and spear phishing. So you just basically unwillingly or unknowingly, I'd say, unwillingly give out your credentials, and even data breaches could be a part of this phenomenon.
And the second thing they do is get the subscribers to click on some links or scan QR code on some of these videos that they post. And then once the victims click, then they're taken to these malicious cryptocurrency domains.
Well, it's not like directly malicious, so it looks rather, it's designed pretty well. And it basically uses either companies or popular people, CEOs like Elon Musk and Brad Garlinghouse, Michael Saylor. And I'd say that the user experience, and so the UI, the user interface, and the user experience on the website is pretty good for a scam domain.
So most of the YouTube channels that they took over or hijacked are all these prominent crypto sort of personalities with a big subscriber base.
That could be a possibility, and we've seen this happen, but they are basically just, I'd say they do not really filter out, so they just steal out as much as they can, and then just proceed to change the channels. So they actually impersonate other entities. So look like Tesla giving something away, or SpaceX, or even the Apple keynote on the 19th of September, in order to basically gain trust and, unfortunately, scam. I've even seen like broadcast with Charles Hoskinson. That's the CEO of Cardano, Cardano, I think. And even Vitalik Buterin, which is the founder or co-founder of the Ethereum cryptocurrency, was used in these kinds of events.
Right, yeah. I think with the cryptocurrency markets are showing some recent uptick in activities, the scammers are just going to leverage that and exploit that increased interest, isn't it?
Yeah, totally. So we've actually looked like how the cryptocurrencies like go up and down, and when they go up, what also goes up is the number of malicious broadcasts. So I'd say it's quite correlated.
Right. Okay. Interesting. So it's difficult for, I guess, the average audience to tell apart or distinguish between a channel that has been hijacked versus a legitimate channel that has not been hijacked.
Yeah, so they make it look like really exactly like the same channel of the impersonated entity that's basically the official and the correct channel for, let's say, Tesla. They even copy the playlists of the official Tesla channel and put them on their hijack channel. So at your first look on the wall of that channel, it's like the same entity with some different, right? The channel handle might be different, or the fact that it doesn't really have any videos or any elements from the past might be a dead giveaway, let's say. But still, I'd say there are plenty of people that are
That will fall
prone
for
to
that.
fall for this. Yeah.
Especially, I guess, especially if you are one of those 3 million subscribers to the channel, you automatically just assume when you get a notification that it's, a new video, and you just go on to the new video.
Yeah, it's numbers game. So as long as you have many subscribers, there's a chance that even like 0.1%, if they fall and actually manage to send money to a crypto wallet that they mentioned, they will double it, so send the double to you back, but they never do that. So even if they have like 0.1% of the audience, they will unfortunately have financial gains from this.
Right. Yeah. You talk about like some of the attraction for, I guess, the victims is these malicious videos promise to double your investment if you click on the QR code or some of the phishing links. So that is one of the tricks, I guess, for them to trick the victims.
Totally. Yeah. So the presence of deepfakes. So imagine just seeing Elon Musk mention that we are trying to give back to the community, and by this we will double. And again, it's the same story. So they're basically using first trusted people, popular people, and then just use the recent innovations in the sphere of AI and deepfakes to manipulate the audiences.
So you have this Elon Musk deepfake who says, click on the link and you are giving back to the community, and we appreciate your efforts. We'll give away bitcoins or whatever.
Yeah, and some of the samples, the deepfake samples, are even like hard to detect from real videos of. So they are. What I'm trying to say is that they are made pretty well, and. While if you've seen like hundreds of thousands or thousands of deepfakes before, you'll surely just figure out that that's not something legit. But as I've said, being a numbers game, surely there will be people that fall for that.
So the victims click on the link and then they are directed to this cryptocurrency phishing website or whatever.
Yeah, we could call it a
phishing website, and then they give away their, I guess, cryptocurrency wallet details.
Not the wallet details themselves, but they just send.
They directly send.
Yeah, so first just send us 0.1 BTC, and that's like a lot of money, so that's the minimum amount. 0.1 would be a month's salary perhaps for some people.
Yeah.
And what they do is like tell that send us 0.1 and we'll send back to you 0.2 BTC. So they just double. They mentioned they will be doubling that, but they will never do that actually.
But you say that sometimes some of these websites, they post perhaps semi-legitimate looking transactions that show that, oh, look, we have doubled the investments in the past.
Yeah, so the websites that the victims land on just present like loads of transactions. They say that they are from users that are also participating in the giveaway, but they are fake and generated transactions. And if you look into the source code of the page, so the HTML and JavaScript, even though it's obfuscated, so the threat actors are just like evolving with each day that goes on, Even though it's obfuscated, the code, you can actually see how they are generating basically random wallets
Oh, right. Okay.
from which either the currency was sent or just received.
Oh, I see. Right. Obviously, the general public are not going to be able to have that kind of skill to, look at the code and see that it's a phishing site.
Yeah, for the non-technical audience, I'd say that that's not an option.
I guess the sort of the basic advice is, if it's too good to be true, it's too good to be true, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the. Even though maybe it sounds simple, that's the best advice.
Right. So earlier we talked about, the different stages in how the account is taken over, the YouTube channel is taken over, and then leading on the victims to go onto these cryptocurrency domains and give away their money. So during all these different stages, I guess there's different sort of detection mechanisms that's available, right?
Yeah, that's totally true. And I'd say that most of them are basically on the side that we have to be first educated about such events and just identify like those specific signs that give away this kind of scenarios. So if you see the deepfakes, not all of the samples will be immaculate, I should say. So some broadcasts will have like unnatural hand movements or maybe unnatural head movements. The voice will not be synchronized well, and all of other signs that make you think that is not true, that is forgery. So yeah, that would give away the deepfake in that case. And other things that we can do. So I'd say that we have to be extra skeptical. We just, if we see something like this, and again, we do not think that that is too good to be true, we can just double check by using the channel ID. So you can just go onto the channel. There's I guess it's called a button that just says more details about this channel. You can just go and copy the channel ID and just search it on whatever search engines you use. So that's Google, Bing, and so on. And you might receive cached results tied to that ID. So if, let's say, your channel would like get stolen and distributes scams like this, I would go and see, let me copy this channel ID, search it on Google or Bing or any other search engine, and I'd see like, oh, that's Jane's channel. It cannot be distributing cryptocurrency giveaway scams. So that would give it away.
So obviously the other thing that the potential victims can do is to check I guess if they want to check the cryptocurrency transactions actually did take place, right?
Yeah, sure. So you'd have some, as I said, fake examples on the website. You could just copy the wallets and paste them in blockchain explorers, I guess they call, and just see, oh, that wallet doesn't exist. So
that's
that totally means that it's a fake. It's a phishing attempt.
Right, and earlier you posted some statistics that show that is it millions of subscribers on average, is it for each hijack account?
I'd say that the average is not in the millions. So there are lots of channels with more than I'd say even 100,000 is a good step. But there are also plenty of channels that have like 100, 1,000, 2,000. Those might even be like generated or created by the hackers themselves. So the average lies, I guess, at a couple of thousands. But what mostly has impact is when those big channels are getting stolen. And the biggest one that we have observed had over 12 billion views, so that's like more than the population of the Earth, and 28 million subscribers, which is as I said, like almost six times the population of Singapore.
Right. So if you just, if the triad actor managed to convince even just 1%.
Yeah, even 1%,
quite a
like
return.
280,000 people. Yeah,
right.
That would be a lot of money.
Right, and earlier you also said that your team did some estimates of the potential sort of
Yeah, so at Bitdefender Labs, our team actually analyzed the domains, the web pages that I've mentioned earlier, and we extracted like the wallets to actually send money to the hackers. And we also have an article on this. It's on the Bitdefender blogs for the ones that want to check it out. What we found out, so it was like this year, the beginning of this year, for a rather small subset of pages, so I guess like maybe even under 100 pages, the hackers managed to cash in around $300,000 to $600,000. That's really depending on when they extract the money, so when they convert it to actual currencies, based on the minimum and maximum values of either Ethereum or Bitcoin. But this is a rough estimate because what they actually do quite often is just to mix in transactions from other sources. So on one wallet, they might actually receive transactions from themselves, trying to cover their tracks. Right.
Yes. So if you think about like some of these malware as a service or phishing as a service type of toolkits that's available in the underground that's not selling for a lot of money, that's quite a good return for the threat actors, isn't it?
Yeah. So for malware, you could just pay like a coffee, $7, and you could have access to basically a stealer with also a graphical interface and like personal support and so on. And you could just proceed to do whatever malicious activity you wish. And even the phishing kits are being sold and even hosted, so you don't have like to bother with any of the technical details for under $100, depending on what top-level domain you choose. So if you want like .com, let's say crypto.tesla.giveaway.com, that would be more expensive because the domain itself is more expensive. But if you want like .gifs, .shop, whatever,
XYZ,
that would be more
cheaper.
Yeah,
right. So there's a very attractive ROI for the threat actors. So I can see that the scams or the threats are not going to go away anytime soon. Yeah.
Sadly.
Yeah. So I think thank you so much for sharing your insights on this. I think a lot of our audience are familiar with the general kind of email phishing, but may not be too aware that there's certain types of other social engineering attacks that's going on in, with some of these YouTube channels.
Yep. And I'm just going to say that it's not even really tied to YouTube. So we've also seen Facebook channels or pretty much any social media that you could use today that are sharing or are being stolen first and then proceed to either distribute malware or just financial scams. So that would be like fake investments or selling bogus medicine. And we even have done an analysis on the Singapore public, let's say, and we've seen that the hackers are distributing here malicious videos or malicious ads. We call the phenomenon malvertising, so malicious advertising. So they have like stolen Facebook pages that distributed videos of various people from the Singaporean community endorsing certain medical products for a given amount of money. While that amount is not that big, the product itself does not really have the effects that they promise. So that's another, I'd say, use case for these kind of takeover scenarios.
I think the sort of, I get the sense that the general sort of takeaway for the audience is, all this social engineering, right? The threat actors are always looking for some vulnerabilities to exploit from us, whether it's, we want, a quick return on investment or we want some health products, So all these are vulnerabilities that they can exploit and will fall for them easily because they create a sense of urgency or kind of attraction to click on that link. So I think there's so much we can dive into, especially when it comes to malicious advertising. I think that's a whole new topic. So maybe for next time. But thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you, Jane.
Yeah, thank you.